Today guys, I'm going to show you how to make Sammy Lawrence's mask from BATIM, or for all the people I have no idea what that means, Bendy in the Ink Machine. Why? After the announcement on Twitter/Facebook from Joey Drew Studios that Bendy is coming into the theaters, I just had to get prepared. We don't have a release date. It may not come until 2025, but that doesn't mean I cannot be prepared. And I thought, why not dress myself up as Sammy Lawrence when we go to the theater, so people will be like, yo, this guy's gonna go see Bendy in the Ink Machine. I want a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just thought I showed you guys how to do this. I've never actually shown anybody before how I make costumes. How hard can it be, right? So here are the items you're gonna need. You're gonna need hot glue. We don't need tape. A marker, paint, a paintbrush. I don't need the stapler actually, and a pencil because I like to draw it with pencil before I actually do it with marker, because in case if I mess up a marker, you can't really fix that. And cardboard. I was having a hard time finding the right piece, but I think I did, because you're gonna want it to be big, but not too big. But this might work. But we'll see. And you're gonna need a template of Sammy's face. So the first thing I did was actually find something that was circle and almost as big as my face and trace it around the cardboard. So that way we can have a perfect circle, and then I added the horns for the mask later on. After I did that, I cut it out with scissors. Since I did not have box cutters are actually recommended, but instead I decided to use scissors to cut out the mask, and then I just cleaned it up just a bit so that way it can look a little smoother than it did before. So now this is the most important part. Since we're going to be drawing Sammy Lawrence, we have to draw the details. So as you can tell from the picture right here, we have some scratch marks. We have some messed up paint. We have all that kind of stuff. And we're going to do everything possible to make sure we can get it almost alike. So what I did was actually printed out a picture of Sammy Lawrence's mask and did a rough sketch using only pencil, because in case if I accidentally messed it up with the marker, I can't really fix it. So I did the best way possible to try to match what I saw in the picture. I know it may not actually look exactly the same, but as long as people knew it was Sammy Lawrence's mask, it was fine. After I finished with the pencil, I used the marker to actually trace it out, so that way I can actually see the details more, so that way later when I would paint it, I would be able to know where I'm painting at. Plus, it looks super cool when it's inked. So this is what we have now. I know it doesn't look like much, but it is the rough sketch. Well, actually, no, this is the final sketch. Sammy Lawrence's mask. So I think the next part, which might be a little bit tricky, is trying to color the parts that need to be black, and then we have to do the eyes and then the mouth. Let's just get the mouth over with. So for the mouth, in the picture, his jaw can be seen through here because he cut about right half that way for his mask. So let me just do that real quick. All right, finished cutting the mouth. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see my mouth. I'll have to watch the replay, but now it comes to the details. So the thing that's gonna make this hard is that the only way you can see is through the mouth. I don't know if I'll cut eye holes or just leave it as it is, just because of the way it's designed. I'll just figure out during the coloring/painting process. So for this part, it took a little bit longer. It was actually a little bit tricky. So I got black paint and I painted the parts that needed to be black. And since the rest of his face is more of a yellowish brownish color, I just left it as it was. The problem is that I realized that my paintbrush was a little bit too thick, and so it didn't exactly look the way I thought it would, but in the end, it still looked really cool and looked like Sammy Lawrence's mask. I just needed to take my time and do the best that I could to get it the way I wanted to look like. While we wait for the mask to dry, let's work on the strap. If you guys have a string, that can work, but for Sammy's mask, he actually has like a cardboard kind of strap to keep the mask in place. So I think I found one actually outside in our recycling bin, so I'll be right back. All right, so I found this, and obviously it's way too big. I'm gonna have to take my hat. I know my hair's a mess. It's actually not that bad. I just gotta make it look thinner. So let's do that real quick. All right, so it's pretty much almost dry. So I think we can just work on getting the strap on. So let's just do that real quick and see the end results. Mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you left our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls are bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say Lawrence has no guts, cause you replace it with mechanical
been tortured, but we move forward. This disorder kills your day.
Alright guys, so I just finished doing the strap, and as you can see I actually put black paper over the mouth because this part is supposed to represent his jaw, but I decided to just put black paper over it. So let's see what we got. Honestly I can't see, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll make something work. So this is how you can make Sammy Lawrence's mask. So for part 2, we'll be working on the entire outfit, like what he wears. The thing is though, that video probably won't come for a bit. It's because you do require to buy some stuff for this, unless you already have those specific items. But we won't get into that right now. So make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I can't wait to see the end products when we actually finish the costumes. So take care guys, and I can't see.
Betrayal to tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure there's inevitably unveils the veil. Slashes of eternal